Hi everybody, back again, and I'm excited to show you a sequence that you can practice even sitting in your chair. We will incorporate all of the breathing techniques that we've learned so far with movement. So if you would please come sitting, a comfortable seated position with feet flat on the floor. Bring the hands to rest on the upper thighs and close down the eyes. Just taking that moment at the beginning to settle in and center. Become aware of your surroundings and use your senses to begin to hone your concentration. Notice any sounds that you hear both inside and outside of your practice space. Any smells in the air. Notice the temperature in the room, the texture of your clothing. Tune into the quality of the breath, its length and depth, the transition between inhale and exhale, maybe even noticing that very brief pause between the two. Scan the body from the tips of the toes to the crown of the head. Notice places of tightness or tension. Notice areas of gripping, imbalances. Begin to adjust your posture in a way that will support deep breathing. Root down through the sitting bones and lift and lengthen upwards towards the crown of the head. As you breathe in, that lifting along the front side of the body draws the belly in and up, lifts the sternum, allows for a lengthening along the sides of the neck. As you exhale, allow the shoulder blades to descend. Breathing in, lower belly drawing in and up. Rib cage expands outwards to the sides and the collarbones widen. Exhaling, allow any tension to just roll off the backs of the shoulders. Deep belly breathing. Inhale for 4. And exhale for 4. Maybe you begin to invoke Ujjayi breathing, your ocean sounding breath, restricting the glottis, sensation of fogging up a glass, but with the lips closed. Before we move on to the movement portion of the practice, do another brief scan of mind and body and get a sense for how things have changed. Just through incorporating deep breathing, maybe nothing has changed, and that's okay too. And you can open the eyes and separate the feet about hip-width distance apart. Slide the hands towards the knees. Round out your spine, draw the chin to the chest, and feel your shoulder blades separate away from the spine. You're pushing your spine back towards the chair behind you. On your inhale, pull the chest forward, lift your heart center, and exhale, round, chin to the chest. A deep breath in, fill the lungs. Exhale, chin to chest, letting the shoulders round forward. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Come to a neutral spine and take your right hand to the chair seat or chair leg. Obviously my chair leg is too low, so just the edge of the seat is fine, but keep the right shoulder dropping down away from the ear. So you'll inhale and reach your left arm up. Exhale, hinge to the side. And press your left rib cage to the left. Fan open the rib cage, stretching the intercostal muscles between the ribs. And with an inhale, come back to center. Take your fingertips to the opposite ear, ear to the shoulder, stretch out through the side of the neck. You may draw the chin towards the inner shoulder slightly or upwards on the diagonal. Look for that stretch that really targets a place that gathers tension or tightness for you. Keep dropping the right shoulder down. Then you can straighten the right arm if it's not, and flex the wrist. Press through the heel of your hand. Slide the forearm in behind your back. Drop the elbow down, tuck it slightly in, and roll the shoulder back. Breathe. Return to center. Then we'll change sides. Left hand comes to the chair seat or your chair leg, if you have one. Inhale and stretch the right arm up. Exhale, hinge to the left. Actively press your rib cage out to the right and drop the left shoulder down away from the ear. Deep belly breathing is an option. Ujjayi breathing or ocean sounding breath, also an option. Maybe you just breathe in and out through the nose, and that's enough. Inhale back to center. Take your fingertips to the opposite ear. Draw the ear to the shoulder. Stretch out through the neck. Continue softening that left shoulder down away from the ear, and maybe tuck the chin in slightly towards the inner right shoulder, or lift it upwards slightly on a diagonal. There's no real right or wrong position for this stretch. And you can straighten the left arm, flex the wrist, press through the heel of your hand. And guide the arm in behind your back, forearm against the small of your back. Draw the elbow in and down and roll the shoulder head back. Deep breathing. And you can feel that tension just dissolve with every exhale. If it remains intense for the entire time, then you want to ease up a little bit. There should definitely be a softening around the edge of the stretch. Take an inhale, come back to center. Release the arms down, then lift your shoulders up, roll them back and down. Extend the arms forward, tuck the chin into the chest, round out your spine. Look forward, palms forward, stretch the arms up, breathe in. Bring the hands in behind your head. Press the back of the head into your hands and squeeze your elbows back. You're gently pressing the head into the hands, not letting the hands push your head forward. So there's a feeling of strengthening through the back of the neck. Another inhale, draw your lower belly in and up. And exhale and pivot to the right. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, take the left hand to your outer knee. Ease into a twist. So your right hand can just come to the edge of the chair. At the same time that the hand is pushing into the knee, press your knee into your hand. Then bring your gaze to the left. And return to neutral. Stretch the arms forward again and take the awkward interlacing of your hands. So if you're in autopilot and you interlace, notice which index finger is on top. Switch that up. Other index finger on top. Palms forward. Inhale. Squeeze your biceps in towards your ears. Feet are firmly grounded. Sitting bones rooting down. Front ribs draw back. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, pivot to the left. Inhale, get tall. Then exhale, drop the hands down. Right hand, left knee. Left hand just holding on to the edge of the chair as you move into a twist. So knee pressing into the hand. Hand pressing into the knee. Deep belly breathing, ujjayi breathing, or simple nostril breathing to help focus the mind. Bring your gaze to the right. And unwind to center. Shift a little bit further forward on the chair if you can and separate the space even wider between your feet. Bring the hands to your upper thighs and draw the torso forward between the legs. You're only coming about halfway down and using the hands for support. So if you have any low back sensitivities, then you can keep your forearms resting on your thighs and use the arms to squeeze the knees just slightly towards the baby toes. If, however, you have no low back issues, then you could fold all the way forward between the legs and release the crown of the head towards the floor. If you wanted to feel even more sensation, take opposite hand to elbow and pull the elbow points towards the earth. Breathe into your low back as you inhale, and on the exhale, just feel the weight of the torso releasing forward. Squeeze the knees back away from each other. Take one more deep breath. And bring your hands to your upper thighs, press into the legs, breathe in and rise up. Toe heel the feet back to hip width distance. And you can flip the right foot over. Just gently press the top of the foot into the floor. It's fine if you don't have bare feet, socked feet work just as well. Obviously, you might tell that wearing shoes wouldn't be as effective. And then you can lower your right foot down. Flip the left foot over, press the top of the foot into the mat, stretch out through the front of the ankle. And lower the foot down. A couple of options for the next stretch. You can cross right ankle on top of the left, right knee on top of the left, or right ankle over the left thigh. Each have their own benefits. So one isn't better than the other. It just really depends on the range of motion and flexibility of your hips. So option 1, ankles crossed, 2, knees crossed, or ankle over the thigh. If you're taking the latter, flex the right foot, the toes draw up in the direction of the knee. Use your hand, guide the knee down towards the floor. The other two, you just want to lean forward as we did in the previous exercise with the legs wide apart with a nice long spine. So lead with the sternum, with your heart center. Breathe into the lower back. And as you exhale, just feel the weight of your torso moving towards the earth. Deep belly breathing, Ujjayi breathing, or simple nostril breathing. So if you're here, then you could hold on to the knees, the long spine, draw the torso forward, and that would essentially be the same, but holding onto the knees if you had the ankles crossed. We'll take 3 more deep breaths. Keep relaxing the muscles of the face, the shoulders, unclenching the teeth, shoulder blades descend. And come up to neutral. Uncross and move to the other side. Left ankle on top of the right. Left knee on top of the right. Or left ankle on the right thigh. If you've got option 3, very important that you're flexing the ankle, the toes are drawing up towards the knee, and you can use the left hand just to gently guide the knee towards the floor. In fact, you don't even have to press at all with the hand. You can just allow the weight of your hand and the pull of gravity to bring a stretch in through the left hip. So inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lead with your sternum, lead with the heart center. Just gently drawing the torso forward over the leg. Wherever you're feeling the most sensation, likely in through that left hip, visualize sending your breath there and allowing that tension to dissolve with every exhale. And take up the challenge of focusing the mind on only the breath. In for 4, and breathing out for 4. Take an inhale, come on up, and gently uncross. You can extend the right leg, Point your toes, rotate the ankle a couple of times in both directions, and lower your foot back to the floor. Extend the left leg, press through the heel, and point the toes, and rotate the ankle a couple of times in both directions. Lower your foot to the mat. Lean forward towards the edge of the chair. Shift the weight into your feet. This is your last posture. You can take the hands to the heart center, on the thighs or on the knees. Take 5 deep breaths. And inhale, root down through the feet, rise up, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. That is your midday movement practice, and I will look forward to seeing you again for some standing postures. Namaste.